Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Majorly Minor Podcast. I am your host, Maris John Ahi, and today I wanted to talk about the creative cosign. So on June 15th, 2021, it was around 2 in the morning, and I was on Instagram, and I noticed that Virgil Abloh had just posted something. The post was about an upcoming sneaker release with Nike, which wasn't exactly getting the best reviews at the time. And in the caption, he referenced the fact that there had been some negative feedback about this particular collection, and he just wanted everyone to basically trust the process. Now, for whatever reason, at 2 in the morning, I felt compelled to comment on this post, and I basically just said that based on Virgil Abloh's background, people needed to trust his vision, that there's a bigger purpose. So I wrote the comment and didn't think much of it, but then 5 minutes later, I get a notification that Virgil Abloh had actually pinned my comment, which basically meant that he placed it at the top of the post for everyone to see. Obviously, at that moment, I was, shocked, excited, surprised, all the things. But what made it so unique was that it was this moment where, in the smallest way possible, I was endorsing his Instagram post, and equally, in the smallest way possible, he was endorsing my comment. It was a cosign for a cosign. And it made me think about the fact that as creatives, how often do we co-sign each other's work? How often do we endorse each other or share each other's accomplishments? And this is way more than just a double tap or a comment or something like that. I'm talking about an actual legitimate cosign. And I would be lying if I said that I do this all the time, because I don't. Sometimes you just forget to give out your cosign to all the people that inspire you. I think a lot of times we assume that the super creative people that are at the very top just exist by themselves, that they're just floating in space. But we don't realize that for each one of these creative people, it took multiple people above them that endorsed them personally at some point during their careers. And it also took multiple people at their same level that supported them and co-signed for them multiple times. And we also don't realize that usually these creatives will endorse their supporters that might have a much smaller following than them, and they'll usually bring them up with them over time. So what once looked like just a single entity is now this web of people that all co-sign one another, that all endorse one another, support one another, and they're all connected in some way. When Virgil Abloh gave a lecture at Columbia in 2017, he actually said, quote, "The only way to get credibility is the cosign," end quote. As a creative, you need to not only seek out support from people above you, but also give out support to people beside you and below you. This is the creative culture, which has always been and will always be completely circular. You receive the cosign from someone, but also give out the cosign to others. Otherwise, the circle just becomes a line, and that line eventually ends and there's nowhere to go. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be back with another episode soon. Subscribe to the podcast if you'd like, and thanks for listening. All right, see you later.